bloodletting in Imo State. Civil societies organization urge Uzodinma. Worried by the rising incident of extrajudicial killing in Imo State, the civil society organizations has called on the governor of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodinma, to, as a matter of urgency, rein in the bloodthirsty criminals masquerading as BĺòòđЛ security outfits and bring them to justice. The CSOs, in a statement signed by the Executive Director, Rule of Law and Accountability Advocacy Center, RULAC, Mr. Ťťìñğ, on behalf of 17 others, accused the security outfit of committing serial acts of extrajudicial killing, rape, and other crimes against humanity in Oru West, Olu East, and other parts of Imo State. The CSOs condemn in strong terms the savagery and atrocity being committed daily by operatives of BĺòòđЛ security outfit set up by the governor of Imo State, Senator Uzodinma, even as they alleged that the said BĺòòđЛ operates in cohorts with the police, security services, and other security agencies in the state. BĺòòđЛ is reported to have continued with the extrajudicial style execution of youth in the communities in Oru West and Oru East, which the outfit has become notorious for since it was set up by the governor, Uzodinma, some months ago. The stress calls over the excesses of the outfit have been ignored by Governor Uzodinma, whose inexplicable silence points to condonment or complicity. The news of the latest gratuitous and egregious killing by BĺòòđЛ, which has gone viral, reportedly took place in the evening of Sunday, 17th of July 2022, when rampaging operatives of the outfit were allegedly to have shot and killed scores of unarmed youth of Otulu in the local government who are attending a traditional marriage ceremony in Awo Omama. It was reported that 2 siblings, one of whom was identified by Chibo, and 12 other youths were shot in the chest and killed by BĺòòđЛ. In one of the videos circulating on social media, 4 corpses of young men were seen lying on the roadside at Awo Omama in the pool of their blood, allegedly killed by the operatives. Corroborating the news, in another video, a woman from Otulu was seen in tears lamenting that over 14 youths from the same community who went for a traditional marriage on the same day were allegedly killed by BĺòòđЛ operatives. Youths of Otulu and Awo Omama, who feel existentially threatened by the unprovoked and unchecked daily killings of their fellow youths by BĺòòđЛ operatives, took to the street, saying the remains of some of their murdered colleagues in wheelbarrow in protest. We are stunned by reports that the Imo State Commissioner for Information, Emelumba, said he had not seen any of the videos, an apparent exhibition of nonchalance and insensitive consistent with the lack of empathy underscored by the silence and inaction of the Imo State government. The Imo State Police Command authorities have also remained silent in the face of these deadly attacks on the youth and other members of the affected communities allegedly. The CSOs further recalled that in June 2022, RULAC has written to President Muhammadu Buhari, urging him to order investigation into the activities of the BĺòòđЛ operatives and other security agencies in Imo State, following a report that several young men were allegedly killed and their bodies parts harvested and they remain burned by security personnel comprising of the notorious BĺòòđЛ police, the SSS, the Army and the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps. It was revealed, among other things, that young men from age 15 and above are usually the target of these bloodthirsty hounds who arrest many of them and are never seen again, or their whereabouts never known again by their communities. Neither the Imo State Governor, whom BĺòòđЛ reports directly to, nor the President, who is the country chief security officer, has deemed it fit to address this act of terror on communities threatening to liquidate their youth population. In June 2022, the Bĺòòđڵ security outfits in search of youths to capture in this community allegedly invaded a compound in Okporo community and ended up shooting everybody in sight, including the elderly men, leaving several of them in the pool of their blood. The Bĺòòđڵ operatives are said to periodically carry out joint operations with the police, SSS, and civil defense, allegedly arresting young men based on unsubstantiated accusation. In some cases, some of the arrested youths are taken to the Tiger Base office of the IRT in Owerri, Imo State, where they are tortured, extorted, and even killed. Young women are allegedly violently seized, taken to bush paths or inside their vehicle and gang raped, and asked to thank God that they were not killed but merely raped. We are further disturbed by recent viral, but yet to be independently verified report that some teenage girls who were out in the evening playing among themselves within their family compound in the Njemba and Oluwazis were arrested by Bĺòòđڵ operatives and indefinitely detained at the SSS facility in Owerri. Well, there is information that many of these recruited into Bĺòòđڵ in Imo State are alien militant elements who were handed assault rifles without appropriate training and ostensibly sent to go after the unknown gunmen. The unknown gunmen seem to have since gone underground, but Bĺòòđڵ operatives had turned their fangs on armless youth. Honestly, the reports coming from this part in Imo State is not palatable at all. The state government should come out and address the issue. Otherwise, it may be a sorrow that will continue. The civil security officer of the state, even though most times they tell us they don't have any control, but this one is under his purview. He's the one that set them up, and why should he not be able to control them? If they are killing and maiming people just because they want to maintain law and order, it's not enough to kill innocent souls. If anybody is foul of the law, the best thing is to get them arrested instead of killing them and wasting innocent souls. The state government should live up to responsibility and make sure that this is stopped. Otherwise, this may lead to another crisis. I've been talking about insecurity. This may further aggravate the insecurity situation, not only in Imo State, but even in the country. If the federal government can intervene, they better do. Otherwise, people will see them as the same thing. Calling Buhari to intervene is a waste of time because he is the same as the terror. Uzodinma, that's a reaction of one person saying yes. If the federal government is not intervening, they are behind what is happening in that state. Well, what is your opinion about this that has been happening in Imo State? Is the governor inactive, making this to continue, or what do you think should be done? Kindly make your opinion known as you subscribe to my channel. Thank you, good day, and God bless.